So hi guys, welcome to EcoVision Academy. We are back again, and we are just we going to provide a 20 days of Power BI classes, a very different and very unique and very powerful data analytics tool used in today's industrial markets and all that. So we will just learn Power BI from the very scratch. We will just have 20 days of classes, and on that 20 days we will just learn Power BI from the very scratch, starting from the very beginning, how to make some bigger data analysis, how to just write queries, how to write DAX in Power BI's and all that. Okay, so let's just start with Power BI. We will just open our Power BI, and after clicking on the Power BI, as you can see, this will appear, the screen will appear. You just click on a blank report. After clicking on the blank report, the Power BI window will pop up like this. Okay, now first the thing is that using Power BI, the most important thing we are going to do is analysis of data. Okay, so before beginning with the analysis of data, what we can do is we have to collect a data, or we have to just import a data from Excel server or from SQL server or from other things. Okay, so in this case what you can do basically is, you can see here is a there is an option that is get data. In this option you just click on this get data option, and you can just take data from Excel workbook, you can take data from SQL server, from CSV files, or any other websites. Okay, you can also take data from the websites also. So what we do, we just click on Excel workbook, or if you just simply click on this Excel workbook, it will also appear. So my data is in desktop, and I will use the data sales data workbook, and I just click on open. Okay, after clicking on open, it will just take some time or some seconds or some minutes to open the data, because it will take to some time for loading the data. Now in this sales data, the workbook, in this Excel file, there are basically four sheets. Okay, in the Excel file there are basically four sheets: sales Q1, sales quarter 1, sales quarter 2, sales quarter 3, sales quarter 4. So what we will do, if you want to work with only one sheet, you can just click on the sales quarter 1 and just click on load. If you want to work with all the four sheets, then you can just click on these four check boxes and you can just click on load. Okay, I want to work with only sales quarter 1 for today. Okay, nothing for sales quarter 2, sales quarter 3 and sales quarter 4. So what I can do is, basically I will just write sales quarter 1, I will just click on that checkbox and I will click on load. Okay, after clicking on load, it will take some minutes or some seconds. This seconds or minutes is dependent on the speed of your computer. Sometimes it takes 1 to 2 minutes, otherwise in general it takes 30 to 40 seconds to load a data. And what is the size of the data also. Okay, so it appears that my data is being imported in the Power BI query box. Okay, in the Power BI query I have imported the data, the Excel data that was I will be working with. Now the first thing is that there are certain views. This is report view, this is table view. If you click on table view, you can see the data that you have being imported in the Power BI query box. The data will look like this. Okay, the data will look like this in the table view. And there are some other view: model view, DAX query view and TMDL view. We will be coming with other shots and other videos later on. The advanced part will be taught later on. First we will do what we will do, we go to report view. Okay, and on going to the report view, we click on transform data. We will be working with this data, we will be analyzing this data. So what we do, we basically click on transform data. After clicking on transform data, we click on transform, and after clicking on transform, you can see a new window will pop up, and this window look like this, and this window basically look like a new thing. This window basically generally pops up, and basically now there are certain things before going to advanced analysis, advanced data analysis, making dashboards, making writing DAX, writing queries and everything. We first move with certain basic things that we do in Excel. Basically, suppose you are doing this file, you are working with this sheet, with this file in Excel. So first thing we will be doing is that, suppose in Excel you cannot change, you can change the data type, but it takes a long process. But in Power BI it's a very easy, it is very easy, and it just takes some seconds to do it. Okay, suppose you can see in the order date, what is my data type. We will be first talking about the data types. Okay, this is basically integers, this is date, and this is basically text. Our data type is customer name is text. Product name, it is also rice, oil, biscuits, sugar, tea, coffee, these are also texts. Category is also text, and quantity, unit price, total amount, these are nothing but these are all numeric figures. Okay, now in the numeric figures there are also two things: one is the whole number and another is a decimal number. If your data contains some decimal figures like 106.52 or 106.75, then you can also change the data type. And if you want to take only the whole numbers, then also you can take the whole numbers also. As I can see in the order date, you can just see this, what is the data type here. It is looking like a calendar, so the data type is basically, it is a date. It is, the data type is basically date. Now we want to change the data type, and what we want to do, we want to change the data type and make it as date and time. We want to change the data type and make it as date and time. So if I simply click on this date slash time, you can see it is just giving me change column type. I will just write replace current. I will just click on replace current, and after replace current, you can see the order date, the date first appears 2012 2025, and the time it is being 0000, means the time was not given in the excel file itself. The time was not in the excel file that we are working with. The time is not in the excel file that we are working with. So what happened actually, basically the time is not showing, it is showing 0000. And if I want to change again to its back to its form, I want to change the data type to its date. So what you can do is basically you can just, you do not have to write control Z, you do not have to press control Z or any other thing. What you do, you just basically click on this cross button. In Power BI, control Z doesn't do your undo. Okay, what you have to do, you have to just click on this change type, you have to click on this change, and you have to click on this cross button. After clicking on this cross button, you can see again your order date becomes ABC123, but actually my order date data type is not ABC123, it is basically a date. It is basically showing me a date 2012 2025, 2112 2025, 2212 2025. So what I have to do, I have to just click on this and I will just click on date, and you can see the order date, the data type becomes order date. Now my, how to change a data type, you can just see that how to change a data type. If the data type is in text format, you can change it to some other things. If the data type is in number, quantity, you want to change to other things, that you can change also into other data types. If the data type is in date time format, you can also change into date time format. Okay, fine. Now what we will do, we will move to the second thing. That is, first we will just see that how to rename columns. There are many columns in this worksheet, that is order ID, order date, customer name, product name, category, ABC, this is quantity, unit price. There are many things. Okay, so how to rename a column? Suppose I want to just write order ID. I do not want to give the name as order ID. I only want to give the name as only ID. I do not want to write the full name order underscore ID. I want to just give that ID only. I will just write want to write the ID. So what I have to do, I will just click on this column. I will just click on this top row of the column double. Okay, I will click on it twice. After clicking on it twice, you can just see that you are going to, you can change the name, you can change the name of the column. Suppose I want to make it as only ID, so order underscore ID, I just changed it as only ID and press and enter. So you can see the column name is being changed and it is written as only ID. Now suppose you want to change again, you want to keep the ID name as order ID only. You have changed already as named ID. Do not worry, do not worry guys. You can just, but do not use Control Z. Control Z is not applicable in Power BI. What you have to do, these are the steps which you are being applying right now. The first step, you have applied the date time, you have changed the data type, and in the second step, what you have done, you have just given the ID. You have just given the name as ID, not order underscore ID. So what you do, you basically cross again. You just basically cross again, and you can see order ID is being again, order ID is being named as it was in previously. Okay, so these are the very silly things that you can do in Power BI with a few seconds, with few minutes. You do not also have to waste a minute, you just do it in few seconds. Okay, now we are going to do some advanced types of things. That suppose you have certain columns. Okay, order ID, order date, customer name, product name, category, quantity. You have many columns up to region. You have so many columns. What you want to do, you want to particularly see the region column. Okay, you want to particularly see the region column. So what you have to do, you can scroll this and scroll. After scrolling this, you can see that the region is being appeared. No, you do not have to do that. You do not have to do that. Just use basic tricks in Power BI just to automate your work and just to make your work more faster and smoother. Okay, so what you do, you just go to choose columns, and in this choose columns there is an option choose column. So you just click on choose column. After clicking on choose column, what you can do there, this is a filter type of thing, and in this case you have learned filter in Excel. I think you have learned filter in Excel. Otherwise we have a full class on advanced Excel and Excel. You can just check our academy web page, and you can just check our YouTube channel and visit our YouTube channel. You can get the Excel video also. Okay, now what is the thing is that there are many columns. I want to select, I will just check all the columns first, check out all the columns first. What column I was being needed? I was being aware of the region column. I just need the region column. Not only the region column, I also need the region and the total amount column, because as per region, what is the total amount? I want the region and the total amount column. I will just click on these two check boxes and leave the other check boxes blank. I will just click on OK. After clicking on OK, you can see the total amount and region is being appeared in my data set. Otherwise, all the columns are being deleted, but not deleted. Okay, you will see that all the columns disappear. So you will just, do not worry guys, you can just, what I said, do not use Control Z. You use this cross button, the applied steps, the new step you have been applied in the Power BI. You just cross on that particular button, and then you will just being back to your original data. So what is the thing, you just want to view the total amount as per region for a certain period of time, for 1 minute or 2 minutes, or for some 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But now you want the full data again. You have seen for north it is total amount 250, for west it is 360, for east 240, for south 200. And what you will do, you basically cross on this cross tab. After crossing on this cross tab, the whole data appears again. Okay, so choose columns, you can choose any column. Now you want to go to the payment mode column. You want to go to the payment mode column. Do not again scroll this and do like, do not scroll these and do not do like this. In Power BI there are many useful tricks that are being used, so that you can make your work very fast here guys. Okay, so what you have to do, you do not have to drag this scroll bar and then go to the payment mode column. You just go to these choose columns, and after going to these choose columns, go to column, go to column. And in this go to column, it is being asking that in which column should I go. I am just clicking on the payment mode. I am just clicking on the payment mode, and I am just clicking on OK. After clicking on the payment mode and clicking on OK, what is the thing, you can see that I have already gone to the payment mode column. I have already gone to the payment mode column. In this way, how you can just automate your task, or you can make your task very faster. You can just go to the payment column, and this payment column you can just see payment mode, the UPI cash card is being applied. Okay, so you can just see that UPI cash card, UPI, all these being displayed in your box. Okay, so this is how you can just make Power BI very easier for yourselves. Okay, so I will be back with the other features of Power BI in the next video. Just stay up with us, and please subscribe our channel so that you can get more and more videos on Power BI, Excel, and many more other softwares. Thank you guys, thank you a lot.